Alright guys, welcome back to the second update on Tropical Storm Nicole, which has transitioned from a subtropical storm into a tropical storm. And that is a very high-end tropical storm from my analysis, with winds of 70 miles per hour. It is going to be impacting the Bahamas and Florida, with a potential hurricane landfall on Florida possible, and a hurricane landfall even possible on the Bahamas. At this stage, we need to be looking at the storm very closely for a potential hurricane landfall in the Bahamas and Florida. But at this stage, it is extremely certain where the storm is going to be tracking. A Florida landfall is almost certain. Currently with winds of 70 miles per hour, that is 60 knots, gusting with winds of 85 miles per hour, a pressure of 990 millibars. It is moving west at 10 miles per hour, as of this latest update brought to you by Curtis Simplified. So take a look at the National Hurricane Center forecast. Currently they still have it at winds of 65 miles per hour. However, I did some analysis and I got 70 miles per hour for the storm's intensity currently. Now, currently the storm is quite a large system. You can see that tropical storm wind field extends very far north, very far east, but not too far west. It extends quite far in the northwestern quadrant. They're actually probably the furthest out of all the quadrants. However, in the southwestern quadrant, that's where it is lacking. But you can see those hurricane warnings for the Bahamas and Florida in effect currently. And you can see the cone of uncertainty isn't really a cone of uncertainty, as it is extremely certain where the storm is going to be tracking into the Bahamas and then into Florida. Take a look at the model track guidance, and this just reassures you that how close the storm's going to be when it makes landfall. You can see those models are in around, what, a 50-mile difference, maybe not even that. They only start to get a bit more uncertain when the storm travels northeast, and this could be a pretty significant northeast event actually. There could be gusts in the northeast upwards of 60 miles per hour, so it actually could be worse as a extratropical system. But we'll have to watch that, as that's the ECMWF currently. The GFS isn't predicting as strong, but they're still predicting something to take a similar path. Take a look at visible imagery just as the sun starts to set over the storm and in the Bahamas, and you can see convection has waned a little bit, especially near that northern part where the center is. You can see where the center is, pretty much in the center of the satellite imagery. Good inflow actually. The inflow's actually been a really good feature of this system. Of course, it was subtropical, so that's probably why it is so good still. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a threat to the Bahamas and Florida. Potential flash flooding as well. There is a potential flash flooding risk, and just straight flooding risk and rainfall risk to Florida and the Bahamas. Storm surge could be quite high as well. Take a look at the true color zoomed out imagery, and you can see there just the sheer size of the storm. Like I said, it did form from an extratropical system near actually it wasn't extratropical, it was a tropical disturbance, but it was subtropical or tropical, and it did turn subtropical. But you can see massive system, clouds reaching upwards of North Carolina. But of course, those aren't going to be too heavy rain clouds. The main rain clouds are going to be north of the system at this stage, and probably some of them starting to impact the Bahamas at this stage as well. And Florida's going to be starting to get some of those rain clouds as well. And then flash flooding is going to get more prominent when the storm gets closer and closer to shore. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Storm Nicole. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.